Nikola Jokić is ruining the NBA. There's no denying it, there's no going back. And I think I speak for a lot of Americans when I say, thank you. This is Shaquille O'Neal, the self-proclaimed president of the Big Man Association. Who gave him the title? Don't know. What's the Big Man Association? Don't care. But as one of the 50 greatest players of all time who gets paid millions of dollars to talk about basketball, he told me Shea was better, that Jokić didn't deserve the MVP, and I assumed he knew what he was talking about.
2024 MVP from the Denver Nuggets.
I don't like to rain on people's parade. I want to congratulate you, but I want you to hear from me first. I thought the SGA should have been the MVP. That's no disrespect to you.
Thank you, Shaq. We don't judge people here. No.
One thing we always going to do is keep it real with each other.
Love to keep it real. Real dumb.
This is ESPN. Sure, they're not very smart and they spend a lot of time yelling, but I thought they understood basketball. So when they told me that the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers had a better chance at the NBA title than the Denver Nuggets, I thought they did some research to back that up. This is Las Vegas. Vegas knows, man. Vegas always knows. After game 2, they had the Nuggets getting swept. 2 games wiped out a championship and 3 MVPs. This is Bill Simmons, Bringer Podcast Network. You know the guy. He makes sense from time to time when he's not getting too excited about a half-white player dominating the NBA, but he's literally wrote the book of basketball. He interviewed Bill Russell. He's watched thousands of games dating back to the Nixon administration. He said this was a sweep. This is Gilbert Arenas. Hibachi. Brought a gun. Never mind. He was one of the baddest, second baddest, third baddest. You get the drill. If anyone knows what it takes to become a superstar after being a second-round pick, it's this guy. He even had a text message from a Denver Nuggets player saying Jokić just wants to go home to his horses, man. And this is Rudy Gobert. He's considered by many to be one of the greatest defenders of all time. He has more DPOY trophies than Gilbert Arenas has brain cells.
You know what they say? Fool me once, strike one. But fool me twice, strike 3.
This is Nikola Jokić. He's a chubby fat kid from that country that was on the news a lot during the 90s. It's a small country, beautiful I hear, 7 million people. Draft analysts told me he wasn't athletic enough for the NBA. The NBA told me Taco Bell was more important. Kendrick Perkins told me he was just a stat patter. Shaq told me Shea was better. Last year, voters told me this crying man was better. And I'm here to say they lied. Everyone lied. They told me basketball was about embarrassing your opponent. They lied. They told me basketball was about the individual over the team. Even when the Spurs tried to tell me for 20 years that was cap, they lied. They tried to tell me his MVPs were frauds. Even when I said, he's about to remind you why he won them. They tried to tell me there was a new king in town, even when Rudy Tomjanovich told us way back when.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
NBA champions.
They tried to tell me that this series was over after 2 games when I said, when you got Jokić, you got a chance. They tried to tell me that this was the only version of athleticism. The hand-eye coordination, footwork, balance, strength, vision meant less than my 42-inch vert and my 4 seconds flat. They lied. They tried to tell me that greatness meant a psychotic pursuit, that not caring about your teammates, and not caring about your family, missing birthdays, abandoning your children meant you were committed to true love. They tried to tell me that loving basketball meant you didn't love other things. They tried to tell me that being great meant you always took the final shot. They told me that your teammates should fear you instead of revere you. They told me that analytics were overrated. They tried to tell me the Timberwolves were the best defense in the past 20 years, up there with the 04 Pistons and the 96 Bulls. They told me that caring about your teammates was soft, that if you didn't berate and ridicule your teammates, you had no dog. You weren't a real leader. I was told that Cat and Nas Reed were the solution, that they were the Jokić stoppers we've been searching for all along. I was told that greatness was measured through a relentless self-promotion and sneaker sales. They lied. They lied. They repeatedly lied. They told me that greatness came from big cities like New York and LA, not from small countries in Eastern Europe that make up for less than 0.1% of the world population, even if they account for the best basketball player and the best tennis player in the whole damn world. They told me Europeans were soft like Charmin. Gil even told me Europeans needed to be banned from the NBA. They lied. Thank you, Nikola Jokić, for reminding us that it's perfectly possible to be the best player in the world without being a diva, without being a bad teammate, without being arrogant, without stat padding, without chasing MVPs, without berating your teammates, without switching teams 4 times, without ring chasing, without being a coach killer. I told you Nikola Jokić ruined the game. I lied. He didn't ruin the game. He brought it back to where it used to be before we lost our damn minds. To support more rants about basketball like this, please hit subscribe for more Jokić videos. Click one of the videos on the screen. Have a great day.